What question would you have for the Steelers with Mike Tomlin?
Well, those questions will be talked about. I think you can't be impulsive. I think you can't take 19 years of being together and make a decision in 19 hours. I think you got to make sure we sit back, take some time off, come together, and again, this will be something with Art, Omar, and Mike will sit in a room. They'll talk and what they see. I mean, they know it better than I know it from the outside looking in, and try to put in place a plan moving forward. And if they can do this together, they'll do it together. And if they can't, they won't. So, I mean, I think there's a lot of soul searching that needs to be done at this point. But I think Mike's earned the right to do that. And I think from a standpoint also, Art and Omar have a chance also to talk about what's the direction that we have. So those conversations will be had. It's a long-standing relationship. There's a lot of respect there. But as we saw in Baltimore, sometimes these things have a life cycle when they come to an end.
Well, that's what I was going to bring up. There are parallels here. These guys, kind of in the same position for the same number of years. Both have a Super Bowl win, but that was a long time ago. Not sustained success in the postseason. Baltimore moves on. Could you see a scenario where Pittsburgh does as well?
Yeah, and I don't think it's just been John Harbaugh. I mean, we talked about Pete Carroll was there for 14 years, and he won a Super Bowl. You talk about Bill Belichick, been there for 24 years, and they moved on. So, again, there is a life cycle to everything. Again, I think there's a lot of respect, and I think the people that have been there have the right to sit down and talk about what they want to do. And so sometimes it becomes a parting of the ways, and sometimes it's in the best interest of everybody. So, but again, those are things that I think you need to be able to sit down and make sure you put some thought into it and get a period of time where you can get away from it, reflect objectively, not subjectively and emotionally with what you're going through. I mean, listen, that was a gut-wrenching loss that they went through. To get there the week before, the epitome of the highs that they had, winning division, and also you sit there and it's 7 days or 8 days later, you sit there and you're eliminated. And losing playoff games, it's like a crash, Dan. You're going 65 miles an hour, you're on this adrenaline rush, and it's like hitting a wall, and all of a sudden it comes to an end. So I think that's why it's really good to kind of back away and not let the emotions of the moment seep into something and saying something or doing something that you may not give enough really thought into.